Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel. And wait a minute, why am I so hyped up? I'm an introvert. I'm a shy person. Why am I so hyped up right now? Well, I've taken some steps in my life that have helped get me out of shyness. I'm still an introvert. I'm still an extreme introvert. I like my alone time. I like my space. I like to just think about stuff like all alone in a room. I get drained if I'm around a lot of people and I gotta talk a lot. That drains me, but I get real charged up when I'm alone and just thinking. I'm an introvert. You'll never go from being a true introvert to being an extrovert. It will never happen. You'll never go from being an extrovert to being an introvert, no matter how much you try. However, there's definitely some steps you can take that can get you out of that, because guess what? If you're an introvert, you're shy, you're going to miss out on a lot of money in life. You're going to miss out on a lot of money because what shy people, what introverts like myself, what we do is we might think about something, oh, we should be getting that promotion. We got to go speak to the boss. We might get all hyped out in our mind about it one night, right? And the next morning we wake up and all of a sudden we're like, it's that time we need to go talk to that boss about that promotion. And then we'll make excuses in our head. No, we shouldn't. You know what? We made a mistake, the other day. We shouldn't go talk to our boss. And then we just don't do it. And that will end up cost you money time and time again. Oh, I got to get up in front of 30 people and give a presentation. No, maybe I'll just say I'm sick or something. I don't want to do that. Maybe I could just get one-on-one with somebody. We'll make excuses in our head to get out of things, and it will end up costing you a lot of money, which is kind of what the Financial Education Channel is about, right? Making money, making that money into money. So we got to get to a place where we feel comfortable enough to go do these kinds of things. So what are some steps you can take that will get you to the phase I'm at now in life, when I've been at for years now, where I'm comfortable enough if I need to get in front of a bunch of people and present something. I'm comfortable enough to go and speak to anybody at any time about whatever I need to do it. It doesn't mean I like it, and I still don't. I still don't like it, but I can do it. I'm brave enough to do it now in my head. So how did I do this? Well, I realized really I'm an introvert, and I realized how shy I was really around, I would say, freshman year of college. So what I started doing is, in my head, I was like, I need to break out of this phase. And at that time, I didn't really think about it as I need to make more money and stuff like that. I just thought, I need to become more outgoing. This is something I need to do. I need to break out of some of the shyness and whatnot. So what I started doing, step one, and this is going to be great for anybody that's in high school right now or college. If you're an older viewer, some of the steps a little later on in the video might be good for you. But what I did starting freshman year of college is, as soon as the first day of school, right? Almost every class except my business classes. I would not do this for my business classes, but there were no hot chicks in business classes anyway, so it didn't matter. But what I would do, I would find the hottest chick in that class, and I would go sit next to her. You don't have seating arrangements. Generally, even in high school, you don't have seating arrangements. Especially in college, you don't have seating arrangements. You can sit wherever you want. So I'd find the hottest chick in that class, and I would go sit next to her. And the goal wasn't to get her to come on to me or something. My goal was I just need to try to talk to her a little bit every day. And what do a lot of us shy people and introverts, we get nervous around, beautiful people. Even some extroverts, get nervous around a beautiful person. So, someone that's super physically attractive. So I would just go and I would talk to them, and I would slowly start to build a relationship. And then eventually what I found would end up happening over time is I would get to such a relationship type built there that they would actually come sit next to me, and I wouldn't even have to do the work anymore. I remember the first time this happened, I was in the computer lab, and one of the chicks came and sat next to me. Hey, you, how's it going? And I'm like, wow, this actually works. So that's a big step, guys. If you can go find someone that you find super attractive, go sit next to them, try to talk to them a little bit each day. Don't make it awkward. You got to come across as cool. You got to come across as not trying to hit on them, things like that, guys. If you can do that, then you're going to build confidence that you can go talk to other people, because if you can talk to someone like that, then someone that it's not very physical attractive, it's going to be much, much easier to go up and talk to them at this point, guys. So that's something I would always do. And it definitely helped. I mean, it wasn't the best thing for keeping focus in class, but like I said, I did that with the classes that were crap classes, like chemistry and astrology or whatever those crap classes you have to take, guys. So that's a big one. Another one is anytime you're around somebody or you're in the same vicinity as someone that's famous or maybe just someone that's, way above you at your workplace, go up and try to talk to them. So an example of this would be, I think this was either freshman year of college or sophomore year. It was track practice that day, and we're kind of warming up. It's before that, and also I saw Larry Fitzgerald. I lived in Arizona. I went to college in Arizona, and Larry Fitzgerald's a great wide receiver, Hall of Fame wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, like a legend, right? And I love football. So, and he had, a lot of people around him, security. He was like doing a shoot for supplements and whatnot. So I'm like, I got to go up and talk to him, even if it's for like 30 seconds, just say a couple few words or whatever. And so sure enough, I ran over there. I did it. The security let me in and whatnot. And, I just talked to him for like 30 seconds, just said some nice things. There was actually the year they were going to the Super Bowl that year. That was like the week before they were going to the Super Bowl, if I recall. So that was like a really cool time to talk to him and whatnot. And I was nervous doing it, absolutely. And I think I even stuttered over a few words, but that's fine. I did it. I got out there and I did something that got me out of my comfort zone. Big thing. I remember when I was working at Walgreens, this was probably when I was like maybe 19, 20 years old. One day, the vice president of Walgreens was in the store. He was just checking out a bunch of random stores in Arizona. He was with the district manager and whatnot. I made sure I had a conversation with him. We talked for like 5-10 minutes, and I asked him all these different questions. He was probably like, how the hell does this kid know all this stuff? and it was great. And I was absolutely nervous at first, and then once I got in the conversation, it wasn't that bad. So there's a lot of different examples you can, because we're all in these different situations where you're with somebody that's, powerful, famous, whatever, and it's sometimes it's nerve-wracking for us shy people or us introverts to go out and on a limb and talk like that. Another example was when I got hired at Quick Trip. The CEO, we have a thing every year over there that the CEO would get up and talk in front of everybody, go to each division, and then he would stay around after if anybody had to ask him questions. If no one asked him questions, I went up, had a conversation with them. I think I asked him questions like, what happens when all the cars are electric and things like that. I was asking those type of questions, and it was great. And I was absolutely nervous at first, and then I got in there and it was okay. So some big things you can do there, guys, that will help you break out of that shyness, break out of being an introvert, and get you to more of a comfortable state where you can, if you think you deserve a promotion, and you can go talk to your boss, and you're not going to make excuses. You're just going to get out there. But it takes that big leap of just saying, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do this. And I would say the younger you are and you start building up some of this stuff, the more it will help you, guys. The more it will help you. So the question is, if I wouldn't have done those type of things, would I even be on this channel right now, or would I be too shy to do this channel? That's a good question. That's a good question. But it takes you just practice. I mean, think about musicians, right? A lot of musicians, a lot of artists and whatnot, they're introverts. They love to just think in their head and write lyrics and stuff like that. And then what happens when they blow up? They get super famous. They get all this fame, all this notoriety, and a lot of them are still introverts at the end of the day. But they got to get to a place where they can perform. I was at the Weekend concert this past weekend. It was like 16,000 people. It was, completely sold out. Everybody screaming. It was the most noisy atmosphere I've ever been in my life, like deafening screams. So I was at the Weekend concert, and, I'm watching him perform on stage, and I'm just thinking, like, how long did it take him to get to that point where he can go out there and perform? And that's why a lot of musicians end up doing drugs and things like that, because they can't get to the point where they can go out there sober and perform because they just feel so uncomfortable. Because as an introvert, as a shy person, you got to get out in front of 10,000, 20,000 people and sing songs. Like, that's not normal stuff to do. Like, even if you love to do that, that's nerve-wracking, so you need a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect. Get out there, do it, guys, do it. You'll be very happy. Put yourself in scenarios that make yourself a little uncomfortable, and then you'll start to get more comfortable over time. You'll never be perfect. You'll never be 100% comfortable in a big crowd, speaking in front of people. You'll never be there, but you'll be much closer to there than you were before, and it will absolutely make you money over time, guys. So I thank you so much for watching this today. I hope this helped all you guys out there that are like me. You're a little shy, or you're just an introvert at the end of the day. So hope it helped you. Thank you for watching, guys. If you just came across this channel, you may want to subscribe. We talk personal finance. We talk entrepreneurship. I'm an actual business owner. I give away so many business tips. We talk the stock market the most of anything. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.